Hello, students. Good morning. How are you all doing? Hope everyone is fine. I'm Dimple Shah and I will be discussing something about history to you. If I had to ask you, what do you know about history? You will tell me all the things that happened in the past is history. And how do you know about it? You weren't born then. Yes, we have either seen it on television or we have visited some museums or seen some materials or books or our parents have told us. As we get information from all these sources, they are known as sources of history. To make it easier, we can classify sources as material source, written source, and oral sources. Some sources are also based on the latest modern technology. They are the audio, visual, or audiovisual source. Let us see all these sources one by one. The first one is material sources. It includes various objects, monuments, places, coins, and sculptures through which we get information about the past. This year, we are going to study modern Indian history, which includes the British and the princely rule era mostly. There were many forts, palaces, bridges, roads, fountains built during the British era. Some buildings are intact even today, and some are declared as monuments or made museums. Example, Cellular Jail in Andaman. There are many statues also erected during that period, which helps in the study of modern Indian history. While visiting these places, we get information about the contemporary history, its architecture, economic condition of that period. For example, when we visit Sevagram Ashram, we get information about the Gandhian era. Now let's move towards our next topic, that is written sources of history. During the British rule, newspapers were a medium of social awakening. If we read them, we come to know about the happenings of that period. Many newspapers like Dhyanodaya, Dhyan Prakash, Amrit Bazar Patrika, Deen Bandhu, Kesri were published to awaken the minds of the people. Kindly read the next text to get more information about newspapers. Map is also an important source of history. How India has changed and the modern and ancient boundaries of India or a particular location can be traced through maps. For example, Department of Mumbai Port Trust has the original plan of the Bombay port. How a city has developed can be understood by studying these maps. Now we move towards the next source, that is oral sources. There are many categories in this, as you can see it on your screen. There are folk songs, folk tales, narrations, interviews, etc. But when we study about the modern Indian history, that is during the British rule, we come to know that there were many inspirational songs written for the freedom movement. But there are still many songs which were not written anywhere but were memorized by the freedom fighters. So we come to know about the economic situation and the social conditions during the freedom struggle when we hear these songs. Povadas are Marathi poems written in the 17th century. They are a kind of a ballad written in an exciting way, and they narrate historical events in a very effective manner. Povadas were used to create motivation and spirit among the people. Povadas were also composed on the basis of the work of various institutions like the Satyashodhak Samaj and many others for creating awakening among the people. Students, you can watch this on YouTube and get more information on Povadas. Now we move towards the second part, that is the modern sources of history. It was categorized into three parts, if you remember: audio, video, and audiovisual. The first part is audio sources of history, which contains all the recordings which are available of that period. All the speeches, interviews of the famous personalities can be included in audio source. The best example for this is our national anthem Jana Gana Mana, which is sung by Rabindranath Tagore, is an example of audio source of history. We move towards the next source, that is visual source. Visual means what you can see. All the photographs what are available of the British rule can be included in this visual source of history. Photographs of various people give us information about the dressing style, the physical features, etc. And the photographs of events help us to actually see how that event had taken place. So, it is more reliable source of history. Then came a combination of both the photographs and the recordings, that is audio-visual source. All the films which are made during the British era are included in this source of modern history. And the best example of audio-visual source is the phone which is there in your hand. You can see some images and as well as also hear some voices. Films are considered to be a unique technology created during the 20th century. Audiovisual recordings of Dandi March, the Salt Satyagraha, and the Quit India movement are available. Through these films, we can get a clear picture of all the events which were held during the British rule. Now, finally, we conclude that as compared to ancient and medieval period, the sources of history of the modern period are available in abundance. Now, we have to preserve these sources of history so that it can be handed over to the next generation.